Hey there. So, we're going to jump right into a simple hack that's going to make you sound clearer, more natural, and way more confident when you're speaking English. And the best part? It only takes 5 minutes. All right, let's get right to it. First up, let's talk about a feeling that might be, a little too familiar. It's that frustrating moment when you studied for years, you know all the vocabulary, the grammar's on point, but when you actually speak, something just isn't clicking. You know what I'm talking about, right? You're saying everything correctly, but there's this weird disconnect. People hear the individual words, but they're kind of struggling with the delivery. It's such a common hurdle, and it's exactly what we're going to tackle today. Okay, so to solve this, we just need to shift our thinking a little bit. This isn't about completely erasing your accent. It's about fine-tuning it for one specific and much more achievable goal. So here's the deal. We are not aiming for some perfect native accent. I mean, think about it. Native speakers from the US, the UK, Australia, they all sound completely different. But what they all share is an underlying rhythm that makes them easy to understand. That's because English is what's called a stress-timed language, which basically means our ears rely on the rhythm to make sense of things. So that's our target, clarity and rhythm. And to get there, we're going to zero in on the music of the language. We're going to look at word stress, which words get the emphasis, and connected speech, which is how words all link together. Honestly, mastering those two things is the real secret to finding that natural, easy-flowing rhythm. And the technique we're going to use to do all this, it's simple, it's powerful, and it's called shadowing. So what in the world is shadowing? Well, it's pretty much what it sounds like. You listen to someone speak, and you repeat what they say almost instantly, like you're their echo. But here's the key. You're not just copying the words. You're copying the music, the rhythm, the pitch, the emotion behind it all. All right, you ready to try it? I'm going to walk you through 4 super simple steps to get you started and help you find that natural flow. Step 1 could not be easier. Just pick a sentence. Any sentence. For our purposes here, we're going to use a really common phrase you might use pretty much every day. And there it is. Go ahead, say it out loud once, just how you normally would. Can I have a cup of coffee, please? Got it? Awesome. Okay, step 2 is where the magic really starts to happen. We've got to find the natural rhythm. And here's a huge secret to sounding natural. Native speakers don't say each word all separated out. Nope, we link them all together into these smooth, connected little groups. Now check this out. On the left, you see how we read it? 7 separate words. But look at the right. That's how it's actually spoken. Can I becomes can I. Have a cuppa just kind of melts into have a cuppa. It all flows. Go on, try saying that connected version. Can I have a cup of coffee, please? Feels different, right? Let's move on to step 3, and you'll see how this all builds. See, to make our speech sound smooth and not like a robot, we have to stress the important words, the ones that carry all the meaning, and we soften the little words in between. And this shows it perfectly. The emphasis lands on the key information. Just listen to the difference. It's not flat like, can I have a cup of coffee, please? It has these peaks and valleys. Can I have a cup of coffee, please? The little words get softer and faster. Let's try it again, but this time really punch those stressed words. And finally, step 4. Now we put it all together. Repeat the sentence one more time, but this time, do it with feeling. This is the real shadowing part. Don't just copy the sounds, copy the rhythm, the confidence, the flow. Can I have a cup of coffee, please? A little faster, a little more natural. So why is this simple little exercise so incredibly effective? I know it feels kind of like a game, but trust me, there is some serious learning going on behind the scenes. When you're shadowing, you're actually hitting 3 big targets all at once. First, you're physically training your mouth muscles to make new shapes, building up that muscle memory. Second, you're training your brain to recognize the music of English, not just the words, which rewires it for these new patterns. And third, you're training your ear to finally hear all those subtle little stress and intonation changes you might have missed before. It's basically a complete workout for your accent. So now that you know the technique and you know why it works so well, it's time to actually put it into practice. So here it is, your 5-minute challenge. The absolute key here is consistency. That's it. All you need is 5 minutes a day. Find some short sentences from your favorite TV shows or movies or a podcast, anything with a natural speaker, and just shadow them. You will be absolutely amazed at how fast you start to notice a real improvement in their own flow and clarity. And that brings us to the end. So I'll leave you with one final question to get you started. Think of a line from a movie you love or a phrase you use all the time. What sentence will you shadow first?